Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to Automotive Anatomy. Today we have Sean. Sean, thank you so much for waking up super early. It's quite cold.
A little cold, just a little bit.
A little cold.
Yeah.
You keep shivering, but okay. So tell us, man, what do you drive?
I drive a 1990 Honda CRX. It's a base model, which I converted to multi-point with the B20. I've done a lot of suspension work, a lot of keeping it maintained, and also like replacing stuff that's been broken for the 30-year-old car. So
that's crazy. That's a 30-year-old car. So tell us about this 30-year-old daily driver. Why a CRX, and where did you pick it up from?
I've always loved the CRX chassis from Honda. It's a sporty hatchback, and it's just fun to drive. It's like basically you're driving a go-kart, with a bigger motor. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so you just love Hondas in general, or the CRX in general?
I love Hondas in general, but the CRX is like one of the best, like top cars I love to drive. Yeah.
So when you picked it up, what was your vision for it?
Well, this car, when I picked it up, it was just to be a daily driver, just to save gas, because I have my SI as well. I love the CRX because my first Honda was a 1988 CRX SI, way back in the day when Jimmy, and we all like had CRXs back then, and I was trying to get mine to his level, but stuff happened with that CRX, and I ended up selling it. And then I always wanted to get another one, and I finally got my hands on this one, and I got it for a G, and I just wanted to make it a daily driver, but then I started adding parts to it, and you know how that goes. You start adding parts to a car that was supposed to be a daily driver, and then it becomes your almost race car right here.
And you still daily the car?
Yes, I do.
So it's just a little bit more fun, and
it's
not as gas efficient.
Well, it's still a little bit more gas efficient than my SI, because my SI is like fully tuned and everything. This one gets, I believe, around like 33 miles per gallon.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, so
All right, cool, man. All right, Sean. So tell us a little bit about the front end of the car. What do you got going on?
This hood is a ZC hood. It has a little bump on the side to make more clearance for the B series cams. Well, it's originally for a ZC, but underneath is a B series B20. So the actual cams of the thing tend to hit the stock hood, so they made this bump to clear it.
Nice.
Yeah. I also have the actual European ZC headlights. It's a 1 bulb versus the 2 bulbs on the US front ends. Those I have wired in. I have, I believe these are, not sure if they're Password JDM or if they're the other brand, the corner lights Amber. I like the amber look with the front end. I got these Prelude fog lights from CRX Dude. They're off of a 86 Prelude or 89 Prelude, and they actually fit. They fit perfectly. They look just like they look just like the CRX fog lights. And then this the JAF, Japanese Automotive Federation. That one I got at JCCS 2 years ago. And I just love like authentic emblems, authentic headlights, stuff like that.
So tell us a little about your suspension. What do you got going on?
Suspension-wise, I am partially sponsored by Buddy Club over the years. So I went with their Buddy Club Sports Specs. I believe they're 32-way dampening. I have K-tuned front, upper, and lower arms. I have the Buddy Club rear camber kit. I also have ASR rear subframe with the, I believe it's a 24 millimeter sway bar. The Blackworks Racing lower control arms. Let's see, what else do I have? I think that's it suspension wise.
Cool.
Yeah.
And tell us about your wheel and tire setup.
Wheel and tires. These are the Buddy Club P1 SFs. They originally were gold.
Okay.
I got them for a good deal. I got them for like 200. They had a lot of curb rash. I ended up powder coating them with Velocity powder coating in Moreno Valley. I chose this teal color because he had a little special on candy colors. Well, he had special. It was like the main ones were like red and blue, but I didn't feel the red or blue. And then I was like, well, what other candy colors do you have? And then he shows me a picture of the teal, and I was like, you know what? I have to have that teal. Yeah.
Looks nice.
Yes.
It's definitely different. So.
Yes.
That's cool, man. Did you say your tire size?
The tire size on these are 205 50 15s, and it's a 15 by 8 with a 25 offset. My other wheels, I might have to play with a little bit of the camber because the front ones were 15 by 8, 25, which will fit the same as this, but the rears are 15 by 8 plus 10.
Way more aggressive.
Yes.
That's gonna be fun. Nice. And what are the other wheels you said?
The other wheels are work equips.
Okay.
They're the copper plated. Yeah. Once I saw those, I had to have those.
They look really
Yes.
nice. So tell us about the rear end. Sorry.
All right, the rear end, we got the Aerospec Racing EDM spoiler. It's based off of the OEM European spoiler in like mainly UK, Europe. We never really got stuff like that over here, so I wanted that spoiler, and he was making it, and it fits just like OEM. I also have the European center tail light section with the rear fog light. Key is on this is the rear fog light is always on the driver's side. So if you have one on the left side, that's from a left-hand drive car. If you have one on the right side, it's from a right-hand drive car. The outer taillights are still USDM. It doesn't have the full amber on the sides. I've been trying to find a clean set, but they're always like ridiculous priced. Yeah.
Like anything else, right?
Yeah. Exhaust is the Buddy Club Spec 2, which is a screamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you before I saw you.
Yes.
It sounds good though. I don't
Yeah.
mind it. I mean, if you like it, you like it.
It just around this time now, cops are being a little like hot on cars, so that's why my silencer's always in. But even then, it's still a little. It's not as loud, but it's noticeable. Yeah.
Ooh, that thing's fast. 2.0, you're still coming.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
I mean, the sticker on the back, just a Japanese hot rod. That one I got from August Cascade.
Up north?
Yes. His CRX is, oh my God. It's like one of the ones that you look and you hope that one day your car will meet that expectation. Yeah.
I know he's been working on it for a long time.
Yes. So. I've always seen it from way back in the day when I heard my first one, and I was like, you know what, one day maybe I'll be up there, but I'm still working on it. So
you got your own different style, right?
Yes.
All right, Sean, tell us about the interior. What do you got going on?
Interior, these door panels and some of the rear panels I got off of my friend. It was a 90s themed tweed material, and he had it on his CRX, and he didn't like it anymore. He wanted to go back to OEM, so I ended up taking it off of him because it kind of matches all my blue interior. This is a DX, so all the interior pieces are blue, which is one reason why I went with a blue Sparco Sprint seat that I got from Movement Garage. He had it on special. And then I also got the Momo tuner in the silver, and then I also added the extra blue Momo horn with the burnt titanium downstar bolts. So it kind of goes with the whole bluish theme. My car team, we have these members only like shift knobs.
Cool.
They're actually made by Password JDM. It's a solid brass. They have the Envious logo on the top, and it's also engraved number wise.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool touch.
Everything else is almost stock except for maybe the 4-point roll cage and then the Buddy Club 6-point harness.
Nice. What are the future plans for the interior?
I'm going to add another seat because my girl, when I took her on a track day, she was in that seat and she was a little scared because she was sliding all over the place. She was like, "Oh, we're sliding all around." I'm like, "Well, actually, I'm not, but you are because you're in the regular seat." Yeah. And I'm like, "Okay, next time I take you out, I'm going to have another seat for you.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. It actually supports the dream.
And on the dashboard, if you can see it, it is from Fox. It's it's a wood insert on the dash, and it's the first time I seen it was on Bisimoto's wagon, his new one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot of inspiration from different
Yes. Yeah. In a car like this, you tend to hear all these vibrations. So if I can eliminate one or two, yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
All right, Sean. What are we looking at, man?
We are looking at a JDM high comp B20 mated to Integra GSR tranny hydro. I've used innovative race mounts. Has the Integra intake manifold because I don't want to use a giraffe B20 intake manifold because I wouldn't be able to use my hood. I have that Password JDM fuse box cover. I also have one for the VTEC head, which I will end up putting on in maybe next month.
Okay.
I do have a Password strut bar too that I'm going to get powder coated, but I'm not sure what color yet. Okay. So if you guys want to comment what color I should do with a strut bar, that'd be nice.
Teal.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a PLM Toyota Rep header. Let's see, innovative traction bar, Mishimoto radiator, full size. I do have a Hasport AC bracket. I will be running AC in this car because it is a daily driver as well.
Awesome, dude. Yeah. We love that.
NGK wires, NGK plugs. I'm debating on doing the booster delete.
Okay. Well, for daily purposes, I don't know, but for the track, I think you would enjoy it, right?
Yeah. But for now, I mean, like this brake setup, it's on the rear brakes are a DC2 rear brakes. Okay. Fronts are still stock, but I've upgraded rotors and the pads to R1 Concepts.
Mm-hmm. And the engine bay you did yourself, right?
Engine bay, I removed. My friend told me if we're going to go to that show last year, you need to. And he wasn't going to help me do my swap. He's like, you need to at least paint your engine bay because this engine bay before was not this clean. It was grease everywhere. So I pulled the motor. Me and him pulled the motor out. The old motor. It was a dual point. Sent it to my friend to get painted, Junior. We went with the cement gray. Once we got it back, it took us a good amount of time to, like, without trying to scratch the paint up. Yeah. Put the motor in.
Work on, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much easier to work on without getting grease all over you with a clean engine bay. Yeah. It's so much more like convenient. Because at the end of the day, when you're working on your car, you don't want to be scrubbing off all this grease all over you. You just want to like relax.
Yeah. All right, Sean. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and showing us your car, man.
It was a pleasure.
Really, really appreciate it. There's nothing like keeping 90s and 80s Hondas on the road. So, any future plans that you may have forgotten, and any shout-outs?
Future plans, I do plan on doing a color change. Also the second seat. Color change is, let's just say it's going to be a Type R color. New or old, you'll find out. Yeah. Let's see, shout outs. I would like to shout out my friend, my best friend. I've known him for like 20 years now. Miklo 82. He helped me with the motor swap. He is the one that got me into CRXs. He's gone through so many CRXs, a couple Del Sols, and a lot of Accords. If you follow him, you'll see all of his builds on his page. Shout out to all my friends from Envious. I started out in the IE chapter, then I started becoming the racing division recruiter because racing's just in my blood. It's so fun to be on the track, driving a car that you've put together, and knowing that it's performing the way you built it. Yeah.
Cool. Any other shout outs?
Shout out to my girlfriend for always supporting me, and look forward to the future. Yes.
I love that, dude. Well, Sean, thank you so much, man, for the time. I can't wait to see the future plan.
Oh, yes.
I'm only just imagining the color's going to be really nice.
Yes.
And like I say, even with the motor, I know you were looking for one of those hoods on steel.
Yes.
And so if anybody out there has a hood that can shoot up a message and not charge like $5,000 like the one for every little part here in the CRX, I really appreciate it. Other than that, thank you, Sean, and wish you the best, man.
All right, thank you.
Love how you kept it super functional.
Although I had an opportunity to buy another CRX, and I should have took it. I would have just made that one.
Was that cleaner?
Stance. No, it was like decent. I would have put the other wheels on that, and it just
right. Yeah. And what happened?
My more responsible side was like,
my poor responsible side. Look at the bank account.
Yeah, I was like, if I bought that, I would have dumped another couple G's on that.
Yeah. It is easy. It's just because you already have different visions for what you want for different builds, It's pretty roomy. Yeah. Yeah, you can go straight and then maybe 2 lights and then U-turn and that's it. How cool was that too at the donut media?
Oh yeah.
How did that go about?
That was a few people they were following, a couple guys that run with donut media, and they were looking for a CRX, so they tagged me in their post, and I just messaged them right away, and they're like, "Well, are you available on this week?"
I'll make myself available.
Yeah, I told my work, and I was like, "Oh."
I told my work.
I told my work. I was like, "Is there any openings for vacation?" So I took a Wednesday off and made it out there.
Where is it, Burbank?
Out in LA, like downtown LA.
Oh, okay.
Very cool guys. They love my car. I love being in
the media in the actual room, and yeah, they put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm glad they keep booming. Their videos are not only educational, but they have some pretty cool facts and everything. So yeah, that was pretty cool, man. I saw that.
Entertaining.
I wish they would have talked about your car in the video though.
Oh yeah.
That I wish. I mean, it's in the background, but I wish they would have talked. You can do YouTube or whatever you feel. Scary when you say it, right?
Yeah, but
when you say it out loud, I was like, oh, that's why, yeah.